Hey y'all, it's Fines Girl. Welcome back to my channel. Excuse me for the way my voice is going to sound in this video. Just wanted to warn you guys in advance because I am still sick. Excuse me. I hope I'm not going to cough through the whole thing. I do have a lovely cup of green tea with lemon right here. And so hopefully that will help. I've got a fan on. Low here blowing towards my head. I'm not sure that's going to be strong enough because if I get hot I start coughing. But anyway, I'm going to do something different today. Someone requested it a while back. I am not entirely sure. I think it was Deborah Riddle, maybe. And if it wasn't Deborah and someone else, I apologize for not remembering exactly. But someone wanted to see me do a pocket letter. And little background, I swapped on SwapBot, which is an online group, for years. And I kind of backed off of it while I once I started my YouTube channel, because I was concentrating on that, which I am still going to concentrate on my YouTube channel. That's number one. But I really miss doing my crafting and stuff for SwapBot and getting Happy Mail. That's always fun. I remember one time I got like 6 different things from 6 different people in the mail on one day. So that was really cool. I really miss doing that. So I kind of want to get back into that, and just for my own relaxation, sanity, mental health, it made me feel a lot better, and so that's why I'm going to get back into it. And to make a long story short, I have signed up for 3 swaps. I have gotten plenty of materials out, so we'll try to pull from that. Anyway, to start with, you'll notice I have this mat down, which is kind of grungy looking. This one, this is my mom's, which she has over here from when she was crafting. Well, first of all, if you're going to do a pocket letter, you need one of these 9 pocket pages. And these are usually used for people to store their baseball cards, hockey cards, football cards, whatever. And I got these at Walmart. You can get them at any kind of hobby store, Target, Walmart, places like that. And they're relatively inexpensive. I'm not sure how much these cost because my husband bought them for me. But yeah, so I got this. It looks like this, has the 9 pockets, and it has a little hole so you can keep it in a notebook. Well, I have tons of pocket letters that people have sent me. I have multiple notebooks that are like this thick from pocket letters, and I just love them. You can decorate the pages, each pocket, and you can also decorate down the sides. You can hang a little tassel from the holes if you want to, or however you want to decorate it. There's really no right or wrong way to do it. But with a pocket letter, you usually make a card 2.5 by 3.5. That's how big each of these little rectangles is. It's the same size as an ATC card. So you make 9 cards that size. You're going to put them in. And you decorate each card. And behind them, on the other side, you put in little goodies for your partner, like stickers or little bits of ribbon or shaped paper clips or things like that. And a lot of people put a letter, because pocket letter, so they'll put a little letter folded up in one of the pockets. And a lot of people will add a tea bag. It's just kind of the way it developed with putting a tea bag inside, but you don't have to do that. I kind of laid out a bunch of supplies here to show you guys, just in case I need anything. I've got various glues here, tacky glue. I've got this art glitter glue. I really like this. It dries clear. I got this from Amazon. You could tell it's seen better days. And it comes with a little metal pin, but I lost the pen almost immediately, and so my husband made me various other ones for it, but they all rusted, so I don't have anything in it now, and it's almost dried up, but I may have to dig some out. We'll see what happens with that. And you can use a glue stick, of course, and this one, Oohoo stick, I got this off Amazon, but any type of glue stick would work. I also have a tape runner here. You can use those if you like those, or you can use double-sided tape, whatever kind of adhesive you want to use. I like to put ribbon on some of mine to decorate, make different things on the pockets. And I just like this. I just laid that out to tell you guys. You probably will need scissors. This is a cheap pair. I think this may be a Dollar Tree pair. They're pretty rough looking, but anyway. And this is a Tim Holtz pair, which I love these. These are my favorite scissors. So I'm kind of picky about what I cut with them. I don't want to mess them up, but you may need scissors, a pen, pencil, ruler. You may need any of those. I use this X-Acto thing. We have more than one. My husband and I. He had one and I had one for crafting. And I have a smaller one, but the handle's broken here. But it's very, very sharp. You have to watch out. Make sure you don't cut your finger off. But, yeah. So, I use this to measure my cards. The 3.5 by 2.5 inch. And it cuts my cards very, very quickly. I also have this bag here, and inside here I have acrylic blocks of various types. I have collected these over the years. Some of them came in a set and some did not, but as you can see, well, no, wow, these little tags are in there. My husband must have left those, or they fell out from somewhere. I'll just stick them in this bag over here. But you can get all types for your stamps, because you might want to use stamps on your pocket letters. I also have a whole bag here that I have picked out ahead of time. Since it is a butterfly pocket letter, I've got a lot of butterfly items in here, so I'll be showing you some of that as I decide how I'm going to decorate. I also have some papers that I picked out that I may use for my pockets. Excuse me. I have this one. I may cut some of this from the bottom. And I have this. I got this at Joann's. I believe I got this last year when we were on vacation at Joann's. This came from a paper pack that I have had for years and years and years. It was a very thick one, and everything was double-sided, and it's almost empty now, but I might use that. I have this one that came from the same book. I just kind of like that. I don't know. And this. These are some beautiful papers. And this came from actual, a book of papers. And these were singles, the ones by the Vicky Boutin or whatever. All those were single sheets. And then I have a little bit of this kind of music type paper. Because I might want something different in the background. So, I don't know. I grabbed that. Okay. I did grab excuse me, some stamps. Try to make sure I'm in focus here. Okay. Because these have butterflies, obviously. I may use some of those. And I thought I might do one of these flowers. And what would be really cool is to stamp that on like a white page or almost white page, and then use watercolor pencils to color it in. So I might do that. Haven't decided yet, but I have that. I wish you guys could give me some input. This obviously has some butterflies on it, these tags. These are actually embossed stickers that look like tags. I have some flowers that I may be able to use with some of the papers. I'm not sure. I have these. I have these. I really like these clear stickers. So I may use these. And I have that. One thing about having really fussy paper, like, let's see, something like, sometimes a really fussy paper like this is kind of hard to work with unless you put like a solid thing on it, and then maybe it'll look okay. My mom really had trouble using things like that, but we'll see what happens. And I thought these were pretty cool. This might be cool to put around a flower or a butterfly. I haven't used any of these yet, so I thought those are pretty cool. And I also grabbed this, the rub-ons. I may do that and add a butterfly. But like I said, I'm not sure yet where we're gonna go. I have a lot of these wood pieces, and this, I have other containers of wooden pieces, but I thought that would be really pretty on a card. I haven't measured it yet. If it's too big, I can always cut it, and I can color it if I want to. But that would be really cool, and to have a butterfly flying around, which I think I have some butterfly. Yes, there's one right there. A butterfly flying around. And that wouldn't be sticker slapping on a page. So, you know, I could use something like that if I wanted to. You can see it's bulging. It has so much in it. And I did bring in a couple of boxes of washi. I have a ton of washi, an insane amount of washi. It needs to be used. I need to get back into my crafting big time because, you know, things don't last forever and they'll lose their, well, with washi, especially cheap washi, it will start to stick on itself and you can't separate it. But a lot of these are expensive ones. Some of them are Dollar Tree ones, but yeah, there's some really nice ones. So I grabbed this, and I have multiple containers. I have more containers in the other room, and yeah, tons of washi to choose from. That's not a problem. First of all, I'm going to cut some cards, and I guess I'll start with this pretty plain one. This was called something watercolor. So it is 3.5 by 2.5. It's going to go in my pocket once I decide where I want it. If I do want to keep this card, it's going to go like that. And so I have to cut all my cards this length and width and put them in here. All right, when you get your papers cut and you get them in your 9-pocket thing, you need to arrange them however you like them to be and just decide if that's really what you want. So I like to kind of start with what I would want in the middle. And what shall we put in the middle? I think this is a really pretty one here. Let's try this. Actually, I'm going to take them all out. And by having one like such as this will be easy to stamp on and have it show up. Whereas stamping on something like this or this, it's going to be harder to see. Oops. Leave that in there. Okay. All right. Let's see. What would look good, you guys? I wish I could get some input from you guys. See what y'all think looks pretty. A lot of times I like to do like patterns. Like have my pretty ones go in various directions. Ones that are similar. So let's see how that's going to be. That's got a lot of blue like that one. Okay. But you don't want all your plain ones together. How do I want this? Do I even want this purple one? Could go to yellow, but that would be too much yellow. I don't want this beside the other. You know what? Actually, I think I'm gonna put this here. And we're gonna go with this between, because this has a lot of the same colors. And then I think we'll do, I'm not liking that much. I don't think I like that. All right, let's see what we got here. Do we like that better? Let me see. Or am I gonna like this over here? You know what, let's try that. Let's give it a go. A little different here. Okay. You know what? I think I like that best. Okay. Done with that. May leave it this way. Most likely leave it that way. Okay. Let me show you what I picked out. Little bag of goodies here. Some butterfly things. Some of these I had myself, and some people sent me. Obviously, these cards, I could have cut these down and put them in, but they aren't, you know, these are kind of vintage looking. They don't really look, they don't really go with it. But I got some items I thought that I might could use here. I thought that was a cool card. And you know, some of this I could put in the back as a little treats for the person, if I decide I want to do that. I thought that was cute, and would be cute maybe with a butterfly coming up out of it. I'm not sure. There's a lot of good stuff here, and if I could get all my crafting goods, I have so much stuff. It's just crazy. I don't even remember everything I have now, and I did know where everything was at, but oh my. If I don't get my craft room, I'm just gonna go nuts. Lots of little things here. I think that's cute. These actually came from, you may recognize them, I think these came from Dollar Tree. In a big pack, and they got up to ones that were about that size. I think that's where those came from. I like the little teacups though. I think I can do something cool with that. And this, I can't tell what this is, but I thought it was pretty. It might be pretty with a butterfly stuck on it. These flowers, I thought I could layer up and put some butterflies with that. And you can layer these with, I mean, you can put them flat, or you can add like the little glue dots. I mean, not glue dots, the little, are they glue dots? No, they're the little foam pieces that are adhesive. And they will raise these up, and so you could put one like a little above the other, slip a butterfly in, slip more flowers in. There's those things. I thought that was cute, the little frame. Might frame one out. And And like I said, keep in mind, this is what I was able to grab out of my stash easily. And I thought I could, there's another one of those things that are out of place. But I thought I could make something with this. A lot of repeats, I think, in there. Well, not a lot, but there's probably 2 of each of these flowers. Okay. I haven't tried these rub-on transfers, but this would be a good place to put one here or to stamp. And of course, I have these butterflies. And I also have these flowers. I could mix and match some flowers in. Now, if you put ones like this, these obviously are rather three-dimensional. So they're going to make this poke out a little bit, which is okay. And some people actually glue things to the plastic on the outside. I have done that before, but I'm not crazy about doing that because I feel like when people put these in notebooks, it could tear it off. And, you know, I wouldn't want mine torn up. So I don't like to do that very much. As for these little frames, let's get a little butterfly. Where's a little one? I need some stamps. I didn't dig out those, the postage stamps, but you know, you could frame a little butterfly, something like that. What shall I do? I kind of had a, well, not really a full view of what I was going to do because I haven't done it so long and I have so much stuff. I have butterflies in here. I was about to forget I got more in my bag. I have that type of butterfly. There's one of those wooden pieces. This is a, I've had that a long time ago. That came from Tuesday Morning. It's like a heavy card type butterfly. Cute little flowers. There's another like Tim Holtz thing. So, and this has some pretty flowers in it, and they're like postage stamps, so that would be cool. Oops. Another one of those things. Oops. I do have a couple of things in here that I took out to use for another project. That Tim Holtz girl. And these doilies, that wasn't for this project. Okay, I did find one postage stamp that was in my stash easily. Easily found that. Whoops. More flowers. Little tiny one. And here's some wooden flowers. These would be cool. Only thing about these is mailing these. They break easily. And I have this little ladybug. I thought that would be cute. That might be cute. There's one of the fence pieces like this. Let me show you. That I cut down at one point. Well, it wasn't a fence piece, excuse me. It was a piece like this, and I cut the ends off, I believe, didn't I? No, this isn't. Sorry, I thought that's what that was. Never mind. And I have a butterfly paper clip that I dragged out. Okay, so let's get this road, let's get this on the road here. Let's get it started because it's going to take a bit. All right. I think I've already decided that I'm not going to use the Tim Holtz pieces because they're really not in the same type of, well, they don't really go with the other stuff, I don't think. So I'm going to ditch that. Put those back in the bag. We'll use those another day for something else. Okay. And of course I got my washi. I'm going to put washi on because I love washi. And let me see. Where shall we start, girls and boys, men and women? I like this little sentiment. Beauty is everywhere. All right. I'll tell you what. Let's start with beauty is everywhere. Now, is that going to look good on there, though? I don't like that. It would be nicer on something like that with the green. She could do it here. Beauty is everywhere. All right. I'm going for it. I'm going to start right here with this one and make up my mind what I want to do. One thing that is good to do is just take your pieces that you think you may want to work with and set them where you think they might look good. Like, for instance, somewhere like that, or here. It would look good on that one because it's got the same colors. I'll have to keep that in mind. You can work that way. It's just whatever you feel comfortable doing. Do I want to try a fence on this? Because that is like little trees. I actually kind of like that idea. And I'm not going to color these. I was thinking about it, but I'm not going to do that. Do I have a... I don't have a butterfly that I would want that's paper. He's too big, obviously. Okay, I don't like that. Let's see. I like that type. Do I want to put one of those? What you guys think? Let's see. Let me just check something out here. Let's get one of each shade. Because you want to add some dimension, and you don't want to just stick stickers on and stuff like that. I'd like to have some dimension and make them look really nice. If I'm going to do it and send it to somebody, I want what they send me to look really nice, and I want to send them something nice. I mean, it's not the same green. Can you guys see? Yeah, okay. I still could use the blue. Just add a little, maybe one on the fence. What color do I want? This, or do I want a green? I don't know why. I like the green, even though it's not the same. It's not matchy-matchy. I think I'm going with the green. I don't know why. Wow. Let's go with green. I think. I am so sick of being sick. I want to move on with my life. And it needs to go away. I got stuff to do. I have things to do. So much to do in my life. I don't have time to be sick. I have things I need to do. And I have things that I want to do. And this just is ruining my life. It's just got to go. And our stupid air conditioning was out. I can't remember if I told you guys this in a video. Well, I know I did in one. But it went out, and the guy came to fix it. Okay. He came to fix it. and it ran for one day and then it stopped again. And so I was not a happy camper. I called those people back and I said, it is not running. The air conditioning is not working. My husband went outside and the fan is not on the unit. It has come off. And so I said, somebody needs to come out here and redo this. I said, somebody knows what they're doing. I said, this cost us over $1,000 and I don't expect to have to pay anymore because it's not our fault that the person that came out didn't know what they were doing. And so what had happened was whoever they sent out just did not attach the fan. I mean, he had to replace the motor and switch and stuff. And when he put the fan back, I guess he did. I don't know if it has to be screwed on or how it works, but he just didn't do it correctly. So it was off. And that's why it wasn't working. And I got sick from being hot, okay? I had an asthma flare-up because I couldn't hardly breathe because it was so hot here. And then you pay somebody over $1,000 and they come out and they do something that works for one day and then it works itself loose because they didn't do it properly. And then, I'm hot again. And thank God my husband had gone to buy this floor unit, air conditioning unit. So at least, we were able to run that and I could sleep at night. And, but in the meantime, he gave me that asthma flare the first time, and I was having bronchospasm so badly that I was bleeding from the lungs, coughing up blood repeatedly, and that's gone on for days, and it's finally stopped. The blood has finally stopped coming up, which is good after days. And I went to the doctor who prescribed 4 different medications, and just trying to get some of that glue off. 4 medications, and yeah, I'm still not well. But I am better than I was because at least the blood has stopped. So still having some bronchospasms, but just not like before. And they don't last as long, so I'm doing much better, but still pretty bad. I feel weak and just not good, but it is what it is, so let's just get that down in there. Ooh, why is it sticking? Oh, okay. So I'm going to let that dry. I'm going to put it in front of the fan to let it, so maybe it'll dry quicker before I try to get it back into there. But anyway, I think my first card is going to look like that for my first pocket. Let's set it down over there, out of the way. Let's do this one. Do I want to frame it? Do I want to put a little sign on it? Beauty is everywhere. Ooh, wait. Well, that's going to cover the whole card up. Hello, lovely. I want to put a little washi over it, too. I need some tiny butterflies, and I don't know where any are at the moment. That would help if I knew where they were. Beauty is everywhere. I don't like that. Could put some flowers on it, though. Oh, wait. Hold up. Where's the other thing of butterflies? Could put some of the little sparklies on there. These guys. And just kind of frame that out. I mean, it wouldn't be the best card in the world. I may try that, though. I think I'm going to. What? Let's see if my tape runner's working. I haven't used it in a while. I'm gonna try it. Hope it's not dried up. Nope, sticky. I don't know what we're gonna eat tonight, guys. Well, that's kind of narrow. That's a bust. Let's go back to the glue. Let's go back to the glue. My husband and I saw the best movie this morning. It was on Netflix, and it's called Nona's. I don't know if you guys have seen it, but it's got Vince Vaughn in it and Joe Mangione, something. Anyway, and a lot of familiar faces, but it's based on a true story about this. It starts with this little boy, and his family's doing a big Italian dinner thing, and he goes into the kitchen. His grandma and mom are cooking, and he tastes the gravy, which is what they call the spaghetti sauce or pasta sauce, and tells his grandma it's perfect, and she says, no, you're perfect, and this kind of deal. And so anyway, his grandma dies eventually. He grows up, she dies, his mom dies, and he decides he wants to open a restaurant, and he wants the restaurant to be Italian, obviously, but he wants it to have like a family feel, like the old Italian kitchens with the grandmas, the moms, the grandmas, great grandmas, everybody, aunts, all cooking and making these great big fabulous meals and stuff. And so he and his best friend went into business together and opened a restaurant, and they had, like most restaurants have issues starting out, especially. And so it's about that, and it's a little bit crooked there. Don't think I can straighten it. I'll just trim it, or not. But anyway, so they have some problems with it at first, and he gets elderly women to work in the kitchen making their old-timey Italian meals. And one of the ladies, her husband died, and she's just basically kind of just sitting around. She talks to his picture every day and that type of thing. So that's how she spends her days, sitting around doing that. And basically doing nothing. And one of the others, she's estranged from her kids. They all live all over the country. And she lives in a nursing home. And the other one was a nun at one point, but she has left the sisterhood, and you'll find out why. But where do I want to put these? I think I'll put this little guy. Do I want that one up there? Or here? I don't think I like that. Let's put you down here. So anyway, he gets these elderly women to work for him, and he also gets this woman to work for him who he had a crush on in school, and she had a crush on him. And they were supposed to be at the prom together, and there was an issue with that. But anyway, so there's a little romance. I don't think I want this guy. And so it gives the old ladies purpose in life. Working. Oh, and the hairdresser. This hairdresser, they get her involved, and she helps them out. And she's played by Susan Sarandon. But anyway, eventually it becomes a success, and you find out that it was a true story. And it's actually, the restaurant is actually still open in Staten Island. And those two guys were actually really friends and started that restaurant. And the whole story is true about the ladies. He wanted them there to tell their, their stories from, like the old Italian grandmas would do. And it's just really a cool movie. It's one of those feel-good movies. And everybody gets involved in it. Two of them bicker back and forth, but eventually I think they all kind of like each other. And it was just an awesome movie. If you get a chance, I highly recommend it. It's called Nona's. Do I want to put something up here? Ugh, on that. I'm kind of liking that, but I may save that color for something else. May not need anything for now. For now, we're leaving it like this. Let's check the washi out. Let's see what I might want to use. I'm sure I probably have some with butterflies, but good grief, who would know where those are? I would have to look through so many packages. So many boxes and things. That would not be fun. If anybody sees butterflies, tell me. Okay. Is there anything I want to use in this? Oh, that's kind of cool. That's really cool. That's cool. That'd be cool on some edges, maybe. That's a possibility right there. I'm gonna have to get something to eat soon, or I am going to be feeling like I'm gonna pass out. And I'm overly heated here. Oh, goodness. Okie dokie. Butterflies. But we don't have to have butterflies. Oh, some of these are hard to get out. Give me something to get that out. Let's see. Yeah, it's not the same, of course, but I do want some washi. But Lord, who could pick any out? Too much to choose from, too many choices. Too many. And you guys aren't helping me, I'm just joking. That's not tropical, it's more like rose. Of course, I think most of these are more like not tropical, but it doesn't really matter with the florals in my book. And that one has that pink. There's a lot of pink going on here. I don't know. Of course, I got a lot of pink over here, but I'm not particularly feeling any of these. How about this? Ooh, now that one's pretty. I might use that one. Okay, I do like that. It's pretty. Pretty. Oh, it looked pretty on there too, for some contrast. Guys, this may take me forever. Oh gosh, this is crazy. Have my little cup, just like I have my little cup, and put a flower in it. I am so picky about this. Oh Oh gosh, it's terrible. Help, help. I don't know what I like anymore. Yes, I do. I do know what I like, but I'm just a little... nervous about what I want to do. It's pretty with that little ribbon, though. I don't know. It's covering up with a cute little ribbon. It doesn't matter, though. I don't like that one with it. I do like this. But as for doing my butterfly, it's not a lot of room for a butterfly. I can stamp it underneath here, and then that's going to cover it up part of the way. But, I mean, I guess that's okay. But I also found this washi, and I'm going to see if I want to keep this on here. I think I'd like something else besides just the plainness of this card. Let's glue this on like that. Okay. And I may want to put a little doodad up here. And I brought in this great big box of sequins and bling and stuff like that. Actually, I think I may have some butterflies. Let's see what we got in here. So, it's all kinds of sequins. Surely I got, oops, butterflies somewhere. I don't even remember having all these. Wow. Oh, I see butterflies floating around. Yes, I do. I see them. Now, something has obviously spilled out. And let's see what we can find. There's various colors. It may be the only colors. I think it is. Pink. Oh, I don't have that one yet. Okay, that's the only colors available. I got that in England. So I think I want to put one of these on to bling it up a little bit. Put a little sequin on it. Okay. All right. Let's see how it looks so far. It's okay. It's not bad. I want something else. I think I'm gonna put some washi there. I was gonna do ribbon, use some ribbon in here, but I don't really think I want to do that. So let's take some washi. I may frame this out with washi. Just to add a little something on it. I just want some kind of other little frame or something on this. I wish that this were smaller because I like the fact that it's a banner. Now, do I want to bling that up a little bit? Now that I've done that with that sequin, I'm kind of feeling like I want to stick something on there. Okay. I do believe I want to use these. Okay, there we go. Got it. Stick that in there. I'm going to work here. Let me think about that for a while. I'm kind of feeling one of these stamps. I don't know why. Although I could do something like that, which is really pretty, but I don't know that that really goes with the whole other aesthetic. I guess it's okay. Might do something with flowers. Could stick a white flower on there, I suppose. Got butterflies if I use this piece. Oh, and I forgot about that too. I thought that was some pretty washi. I don't know if you guys can see it. But where would I put the washi? Sides. It'd be kind of cool to have some on there. maybe a strip at the bottom. Do I want more washi that way? You know what? I do. I'm gonna try it. I'm kind of thinking I like it. The colors are cool. But I don't have to go all the way across. I can just do a bit, but I prefer it all the way on this one. Like so. And we'll see where we can go from there. It's going like that. Let's see how it fits. Okay, let me see. Let's play with this one. First of all, I am going to stick. Do I want to stick it down now? Yes, I do. But I'm going to put a little dab of glue on that just in case it doesn't want to stick. I think I chose not so great. Oh, hold up a minute. I forgot about this ribbon here. Do I want to use any ribbon? Now let's see how this will look with this little butterfly up here somewhere. A bit cute there, but I think I'm gonna stick it up here. Give me a little bit of sticky. Oops. Oops. I wouldn't say that this is my favorite pocket letter that I have done, but I haven't done one in years, and I am feeling very rusty and a little foggy here. I'm not feeling well. So I don't know that I'm thinking of good ideas. I'm doing the best I can at the moment. I hope that you guys aren't disappointed in this video or what I have made so far. But I am doing the best I can at the moment. Now that is a pretty washi there. And I like the way it looks with this. It's not the same type of flowers by any means, but I do like it. And I'd like to use some of these because I have a lot of these. And they're nice flowers. It's just trying to figure out what looks good there without taking up so much of the space. So let's go flat with this one. I like that one. Hope I don't ruin it. If I do, I'll have to cut another card if I hate it. All right. Let's hope that this works the way I want it to. All right, we got you down. Now, I may want to raise up. I could, oh, you know what? Why am I doing this? I can cut that to make it be the way I want it. I don't know why I wasn't even thinking of that. Wow. Oh man, okay. I could cut it in half. Hang on a sec.